You are with TheReal PG, and we are going to be talking player props for today, NBA player props for today. Today is January the 5th, Monday. So, I've got a bunch of first quarter looks for you today, specifically that I am in love with. Let's talk about it. So, how did yesterday go first? Football did not go well. Basketball went great. Okay, basketball was 5 for 5 on 5 different plays. So, let's talk about these plays today. Gonna be looking at, that is not a slip for y'all. All right. So, all right, here's what we got going on. Let me just scroll to the bottom here. So, here's the slip that I put in with the OKC money line. Jalen Johnson over 4.5 points, Shea over 7.5 points, and Embiid over 4.5. You can take Embiid down to 3.5, which would give him literally a 100% hit rate historically and recently, which we'll talk about. There is a 50% boost for everybody in here today, so that would bring it up to a 2.5x. So basically turning 50 into 125. And these literally all look absolutely free. Let's talk about it. So, let's talk about Embiid first, since we had him brought up. So, as I messaged, after all this other stuff, and if you're worried about Embiid recently with less minutes, also hasn't missed 4. See second picture. So, here's the first Embiid pick versus Denver only. Last times he's played them. 14 points, 14 points, 12 points, 10 points, 5 points, 4 points, 8 points, 4 points, 4 points. Again, you can take this at 3.5. So this is absolutely free if you're concerned about recency. Oops. Let me go back to the Discord. By the way, if you're not in my Discord, it is free. It just reopened on 1/1. If you're not signed up for Sleeper yet, make sure to sign up using my code, capital letters PG. You'll get a 100% match, up to $100, and a free play. All right. So here's Embiid recently, since coming back. First quarter, 7, 7, 4, 9, 10, 7, 4, 4, 6, 4. Solid. 3.5 seems to be the play. That way you don't have to take basically any risk at all. The point of this slip is literally not to make you a bunch of money. The point of this slip is to be able to bet high dollars and make free money, more or less. All right. So before we talk about Shea, let's look at where Embiid is at on other books. So they have Embiid at 6.5. We're talking about taking him at 3.5, possibly 4.5, depending on what you want to do based off that history you just saw. And again, I did take this with the OKC Thunder money line. You could take it with the Philly money line as well, I think. Either one is a solid look. So let's look at where they have Shea today. 10.5. We're looking at taking him at 7.5. Let's look at the Shea side of things. Shea versus the Hornets. Last 6. So basically since the last 3 years, okay? 9 points, 13 points, 9 points, 10 points, 11 points, 11 points. It's a top matchup in the league versus point guard versus Charlotte. He should absolutely smash. And if we take this down to 7.5, it's basically free. Let's just see what his general home log looks like at first quarter. 9, 15, 8, 9, 8, 5. So there's a miss. 10, 9, 8. Yeah. So in the last 10 games, he's missed once. Okay. So Shea over 7.5. And then you can look last but not least at Jalen Johnson over 4.5. He is bumped up to 5.5 or 6.5, depending on your book. Some have 5.5 where you are at minus money. So other books have 6.5 at plus money. We are looking at 4.5. Okay. These are the games this year without Trey. Okay, that picture did not work. Here we go. There we go. So these are the games without Trey. He has had 6 points, 8 points, and 12 points against the Toronto Raptors. Okay. And most recently, just playing 8 minutes and 9 minutes, I assume he would get about 9 to 10 minutes tonight. Let's take a look at just his first quarter log. Recently, Jalen Johnson. Sorry about that. All right. So Jalen Johnson recently, we need over 4.5. So 5. We need 5 or more. 6, 5, 10. A miss with 2. 6, 6, 10, 6, 7, 6. Miss with 2, 11, 5. So really, though, in the last 10 games, he has missed 1 time as well. So we have Shea, who has missed once. We have Jalen Johnson, who has missed once. And Embiid, who has not missed. And we have OKC coming off a buzzer beater loss last night. They're minus 16.5 point favorites. They have beat the Charlotte Hornets 5 games straight. I don't really have much more to say about that. They're not losing this game. So this, in my opinion, if you take Embiid, was good, Dr. Pepper. So again, I just went over everything. Feel free to watch it back once this is posted in like 10 minutes, because I do believe if you take Embiid down to 3.5, add the money line for OKC or Philly, your choice. I think both games blow out. These 3 plays, though, should be absolutely free. And again, that's at Embiid at 3.5. That I believe they're literally free money, 0 risk. You can take Embiid at 4.5, but it's the same payout as if you take him at 3.5 with the money line for either team. So, along with the 50% boost. So that's what I've got for you today, guys. Best of luck until the next one. Peace.